Thanks for joining us. We begin with breaking news tonight. Just within the last half hour, Bloomington police have been searching for a missing man. Just announced that they have found a body.
They said the body was discovered in Woodbury. Lou Raguse is live in Bloomington tonight. He's been tracking the case. Lou?
Guys, that body is believed to be that of Will Albrecht, who has been missing since Friday. The location in Woodbury where they found the body is across the street from Costco. There's about a 10-acre plot of land that includes some wetlands, some trees, and that's where police are right now. They have a large area sectioned off as they continue to investigate this crime. Earlier, police executed 2 search warrants. The first one on the home where Albrecht had been living. There, police say they found evidence that led them to a second search, to a house where one of the now suspects was living. Eventually, the evidence led them into Woodbury, where they found a body. Let's take a listen to what police had to say just moments ago.
Our investigators, along with Minneapolis Police, Hennepin County Crime Lab, went the direction that the evidence took them, and late this afternoon, that direction led us to Woodbury, where a body has been located.
Now, Albrecht, as I mentioned, has been missing since Friday. This is obviously not the outcome that his family was hoping for. Police told us that when they executed that first search warrant, there were signs there that led them to believe that Albrecht may have been killed. He was a father. We're told that his daughter is being cared for right now. And there are 3 suspects in jail. They have not been charged yet, so we're not naming them yet, but the charges are expected to come tomorrow. Unanswered questions that remain include how and why Will Albrecht was killed. Back to you.